What's up, y'all? So we received an all-terrain e-bike with magic suspension.
What?
Which is apparently supposed to reduce your bumps up to 90%, and it's supposed to be like an upgrade from your average suspension. So the name of this bike is the gforce RS Step Through, and this is the second bike that we reviewed from gforce. This bike has two battery options. You can do a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery, takes you up to 60 miles per charge, or you can do a 48 volt 25 amp hour battery, which can take you up to 100 miles per charge. I think I've only had two e-bikes that have 25 amp hour on a 48 volt battery. Maybe that's the new trend of what's going on with these electric bikes. Usually the maximum for a 48 volt battery is 20 amp hours. But the last gforce that I reviewed was a long range battery, but that had like a 52 volt battery in it. This bike has a 750 watt motor with a 1300 watt peak, advertised to go up to 28 miles per hour, but of course I'm going to test that out. Now I think we got the 25 amp hour version. If we did, that means this bike weighs 97 pounds. And the maximum weight of the rider is 400 pounds. To purchase this e-bike, feel free to use my link and my code in the description below to get a discount. Also, I am doing an e-bike giveaway. If you want to be included in this giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel and comment below on what type of e-bike you would like. So what we're going to do is unbox this, put it together, go through all of the features. And then, because this bike does have all-terrain tires, we're going to go on-road, we're going to go off-road, and see is this the best, I guess, long-range e-bike that I reviewed in 2024. So this is what the bike looks like fresh out the box. Bike was packaged extremely well. Like everything is wrapped up, everything is covered up, including the wheel. So this is what the bike looks like without all of the wrapping, and doesn't look like anything was damaged, but that's not a surprise. I mean, we still trying to get the wrapping up. It looks like we're going to have to put our 20 by 4 inch all-terrain in-stone tire on. I've never had an e-bike with in-stone tires before. We're also going to have to put our front fender on, and we're also going to have to put our headlight on, which is also attached via wires. This bike also came with a box, so let's see what's in the box. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is our battery charger. To charge our battery, I think that is somewhat of a cup holder. Our pedals, which are labeled. Nice array of tools and zip ties. Axle to put our front wheel on, so it looks like we have a quick release front wheel. Bag of screws. So the first thing we're going to do is put our front wheel on. I did not see an owner's manual in this box, but I think that is because they want you to download the owner's manual by using this QR code. So we got this bike put together, only took us about 30 to 40 minutes, and we already took this bike for a spin. Sorry, we couldn't help ourselves. So this bike is a bit shorter and smaller than like a full-size e-bike. From wheel to wheel, it's about 5 feet 7 inches long. The seat at its lowest point from the floor is 2 feet 5 inches. The handlebar, which is kind of adjustable, where we have it now, is about 3 feet 6 inches from the floor. Very interesting frame. It's like in between a cargo bike and like a street bike kinda. But interesting looking bike to say the least. Tell me what y'all think. Look at that suspension. So for the first time ever, we have suspension under the seat, so kind of like in the middle of the bike, and suspension on the back of the bike, one on each side here. Give y'all an idea of this rear magic suspension. Looks like we also have suspension in front of the bike. Looks like you can open up and lock your suspension, so you can't like really adjust your compression, but you can open it up or lock it. Give y'all an idea of this front suspension. Get a look at these Endstone tires, and they were pretty grippy on our bike ride so far. Get a look at our rear and front 180 millimeter hydraulic disc brakes. Width of the handlebar I would say is pretty standard. It's about 2 feet 2 inches wide. Looks like we have these standard hard rubbery grips on your handlebar. Looks like we have your standard Shimano gear shifter. We have 7 gears. I think we have 7 gears. Hold on a second. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gears. I don't like how the gear shifter is on top of the handlebar brake, but we do have 2 handlebar brakes for our front and rear wheels. And this is where you would replace your hydraulic brake fluid. We have a comfortable seat. At least it seems really comfortable, way softer than a lot of the e-bike seats. Nice sturdy rear rack, which is built into the body. Usually when a rear rack is built into the body like that, I would say you can put like maybe like 100 pounds back here, but that's what I think. I can't appreciate how the pedals are not close to the floor at all, but I can't appreciate this plastic chain wheel cover. These break kind of easy. Looks like we did get the 25 amp hour version of this battery, and this battery is pretty standard, and you can charge the battery while it's on the bike with this slot at the bottom here. But if you want to take the battery out the bike, you just use this key on your handlebar here and use it to put here so that you can take your battery out. We're not going to go ahead and turn the bike on. We're going to press and hold this M button at the bottom of our panel. Looks like we do have a twist throttle for throttle only, and we also have a horn. That's semi-loud. If I press and hold the up button, that turns my headlight on and my rear light on. And that rear light is also a brake light. We're now going to go through some of the basic items on your display, which is pretty standard. At the top I have my battery life and my energy bar. Here I have my speed calculator, and I'm pretty sure you can change that from miles per hour to kilometers. Your pellet assist mode, your headlight and rear light indicator, your odometer. And if you quickly click this M button under your panel, you will get more options on your display. Trip mileage. It gives us how long the bike has been on for. Now if you press and hold the M button and the up button at the same time, you'll get more information on your display. You can see my max speed there. If I press up and M again, that'll give me my average speed. So we do have a few advanced settings on the display. We don't have a whole lot of them though. But to go into our advanced settings, we're going to press and hold the plus and the minus button. P01 is how bright do I want my display. So we're going to keep that at a 2. P02 is do I want to calculate my speed in miles per hour or kilometers. We're going to keep it at miles per hour. P08 is our limit speed. So how fast can this bike go? This is in kilometers. And we'll keep it at 98. I doubt if this bike can go 98 kilometers per hour. And P16, I think that's if you want to reset your odometer. That's it, y'all. So it doesn't look like we have the setting to change your pedal assist sensitivity. At least I don't see it. If y'all know how to get into that setting, comment below, let me know. So we're about to try out the different pedal assist modes. Starting with mode 1. Go up a gear. See what this pedal assist is like. Okay, pedal assist on mode 1 is pretty perfect. Didn't send me flying, wasn't super delayed. Perfect. So okay, go up another gear though. It's a little hard to pedal on a high gear in mode 1, but that's usually the case with these e-bikes. So okay, looks like I'm at 10, a higher, lower gear. Sorry. All right, 11 miles per hour, mode 1. We're now going to switch it to mode 3. How fast we go in mode 3? Let's go up some gears. Okay. Still, pedal assist still pretty perfect in mode 3. Didn't see me flying, wasn't delayed, perfect. All right, so that's the 17. Okay, about 17 miles per hour, mode 3. All right, now it's time to switch it to mode 5. It's gonna be interesting on whether we can hit our max speed on mode 5, because we do have a short strip, but more than likely I'll do the max speed again later. That's a lot of pedal assistance. 27. All right, 27 miles per hour, but I felt like I was still climbing, so I'm gonna show y'all the max speed later. You a daredevil on that bike, huh? What you think of the suspension?
Suspension off the chain.
Off the chain? All right, scale 1 to 10 of suspension. A 10?
Watch the jump. Ready?
Yeah. Dang! You gonna break the bike doing all that? So gforce step through with the magic suspension. gforce, gforce. What are your thoughts?
Also a good bike. I really appreciate the step through.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This seat is also pretty good.
Okay.
So very good job, G4. The speed is very gradual. Smooth. The brakes need work.
Yeah, kind of loud, right?
You could hear it down the street. I love the twist throttle. The tires, I feel like it gets the curves and the off-road pretty well.
So was the suspension really magic suspension?
Oh yeah, the suspension is dope. One of the top 3 bikes that we've ever had.
For the suspension, okay. So what would you give this bike on a scale from 1 to 10?
This gonna be 9.1.
9.1.
Yeah.
All right.
Fix the brakes and it's a 9.5.
To get our point of view shots in, I'm gonna start by going through some gravel to see what these tires are like. I've never had these tires on a bike before. Go through some gravel here. Yeah. All right, not a whole lot of slipping to be honest. All right. Definitely grippy enough. Not bad actually. Good brake here. Oh man, that's up there. Now these JN Stone tires are definitely grippy enough for you to lean into your turns. Again, I like leaning because I think it gives you more control of your turns. But you know, do it at your own leisure. But yeah, definitely grippy enough to lean without feeling like you're gonna fall. So that's good. So now we're about to really see just how magic this magic suspension is. We're gonna go through some off-road riding here with some hills on it. Let's see what this is like. All right. All right, not bad, not bad. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best. Let's keep going. All right. Top 5 for sure. Yeah, I would say top 5 for sure on a scale from 1 to 10. I'll definitely give it like a 9. So I'm 5'11", 6 feet with shoes on, and I think this bike, the handlebar, is just a little too low for me. I do have to lean over more than I usually like to. So if I was to keep a bike like this, I would need to get a handlebar extender where I can ride with back a little bit, just a little bit more straight up. Now this bike is pretty smooth. So smooth where I do feel like I can ride without my hands on the handlebar. We'll try here. And I do have to balance it a bit though. This is not a bike where I feel like I can ride without my hands on the handlebar and I can like vlog and stuff like that. It's not that smooth, but I guess smooth enough. Out the box, the brakes in the front are really loud. Y'all listen to this. Okay, and that's especially when you're gradually hitting the brakes. It's just loud, so the brakes in the front might need some type of lubrication on it or something. So I would say definitely take this bike to your nearest bike shop, get it a tune-up, especially the front brake, because you don't want to be dealing with that all your bike ride. But the back brake is good. Out the box, by default, the pedal assist in mode 4 and 5 is a little too sensitive. Like I'm in mode 4, right? So now I'm barely pedaling. Right? I'm barely pedaling. So, but in mode 3, the pedal assist seemed pretty perfect. This is kind of a cargo bike because the rear rack is built into the bike. A lot of times with more cargo-like bikes, they give you a lot of pedal assist because they're assuming that you're going to ride with like some objects back here. So we have a bit of a straightaway, so I'm gonna try max speed, throttle only, so I'm not pedaling at all. Let's see how fast we go here. All right, and this bike is very gradual, like it doesn't jerk you at all, and throttle only, which is good. All right, 27, 28, 29. Right. All right, looks like the brake. So it looks like almost 30 miles per hour. So we're now gonna try max speed pedal assist. Make sure we have the highest gear. All right. And again, it does give you a lot of pedal assist sensitivity. All right, 29, 30. All right, so that's almost 31 miles per hour. If maybe I can hit the max speed again, let's see. Yeah, so that's almost 31 miles per hour, max speed. Now, I definitely think this is a decent bike for like street riding. Not encouraging you to do it, but if you do want to do it, I think this is a good bike for that because it's long enough, like it's more compact than a full-size bike, but it's long enough for a car to see you. It has the triple suspension, so when you hit like a crack in the road, your bike won't shake a whole lot. Yeah, cracks like that, I didn't feel that. And it has a good amount of speed to it. But yeah, I think this is a good bike that you can take on the street, and because it's comfortable enough. Now, I also think this would be a good bike for like more urban areas because it is long enough, I think, to be in the street, but it's also compact enough to go from the street to the sidewalk with no issue. Avoid things and people. It's almost moped style compact, not quite, but definitely compact enough for an urban area to avoid people and things. You won't be in the way too much. We're not gonna go max speed, throttle only, but up a hill. And this is a pretty steep hill. I was there, it's like a 35-degree hill. And it doesn't matter what pedal assist mode we're on, I think it takes you to the max regardless. I can be in mode 1 here,
And if I hit the throttle, I think I still get up to my max speed. But let's see. Yeah, I still get up to my max speed. So it doesn't matter what mode you on, you're gonna hit the max speed throttle only. So we'll do 5 just in case. But we're gonna go max speed, throttle only, up the hill. And this is a pretty steep hill. I would say it's like a 35-degree hill. We're gonna see how much speed we lose going up this steep hill, throttle only. All right, the hill is starting now. Looks like I'm going 25 miles per hour going into the hill. All right, this is into the steepest part of the hill here. Oh. Okay, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. All right, we lost about 12 miles per hour going up that hill. The standard is like 9 miles per hour.
So gforce RS step through with the magic suspension. I think this is a really solid bike, especially for somewhat of a cargo bike because the rear rack is built into the bike here. I love the speed. I was able to go a little over 30 miles per hour. I love the battery life. Like this is the 25 amp hour version on a 15-mile bike ride, mainly in mode 3 and 4. I say I spent about 2 or 3 of those miles going mode 5, max speed. And that 15 miles, I still had all of my battery bars, so the battery life is great. I love the turns on this bike. These tires are pretty grippy. I love how comfortable this bike is. Came with a comfortable seat and it's a smooth ride. Now let's talk about this magic suspension. So if you are not on a hill and you're on an off-road pavement, you are going to feel like this suspension is magic. Like it's going to be really, really smooth. You're not going to feel any bumps or cracks. If you're going off-road but no hills. But when you include hills, that's when this bike doesn't feel as magic. I think that's because the rear rack is built into the bike, so it's more weight back here. Also because you can't really adjust the compression of your front fork suspension. You can just open it up. What I don't like about the bike is you only have like a few settings, advanced settings, so you can't really change things like your pedal assist sensitivity. But pretty solid bike overall. I love that a lot of the parts are pretty standard, including the battery. Also by default, out of the box, the front brakes were really loud, so I would suggest if you get this bike, take it to your nearest bike shop, get it a tune-up. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I will give this bike an 8.5. Comment below on what you would give this bike on a scale from 1 to 10. Any other e-bike you want me to review, also comment below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.